chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard. Play, second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Burrow on third down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what do you try to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
They go play action with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
On first down, Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. P-Ryan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
On 1st down, Lance.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On play action, Lance.
Dancing to his left.
And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down and 4.
Lance. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Gold is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing.
Gets through, and now an opening. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow now off the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Mostert off the read option. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone Touchdown, San Francisco. D.D. Westbrook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
This one caught by Kittle.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
68 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
And Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Rolling to his right. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers.
Charlie Warner,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT,
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Check, watch the D4, boys. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Right there.
Got.
Right there.
Got.
Now it's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for our first down. First and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They go play action with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air again, Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.